Hi guys, it's Jessica here for a Dolly update. I was back looking at my last video and I really thought that I came back and made another update after I opened up my Chibi Moon, and I didn't. I think I really wanted to, but I think, and I had a lot of things I wanted to talk about, but I ended up working like 7 days in a row. So like I thought I did do that, I made that video, but I guess I didn't. So I have a lot of things to show you. I had to go back and I made a list actually so that hopefully I won't forget things. Lots of stuff. This is a new corset that is the most recently completed and finished one. I have several that I was really in a machine sewing mood, so I did all the machine sewing, and I've made like 4 or 5 corsets, and most of them though don't have any lace or any of the hand sewing parts done. It was just all the machine sewing part. But this is one that I finished. I have been calling it the creamsicle because it just, like, the colors make me think of a creamsicle. And I got this orange fabric kind of on a whim, not really sure if I would use it. I liked it. I liked the orange, but I wasn't sure. And then I started pairing it with some different things, and it's beautiful with this teal. I think that they complement each other very good. And and I even went with some pretty bold ribbon in the front. Went with a teal ribbon that matched this, not completely, but in the same color family, I guess. Went for some gold embroidery thread here. It was more of like a cream is what I would say. And this was some new French lace that I got in, and really love the pattern on it. And it does need a big corset to show it off well. So it definitely wouldn't be something that I could use, I don't think, on really tiny corsets. It fits these SD. This is a really big corset. It's bigger. I don't say really big. It's bigger than the ones I've been making for SD, though it does still fit them, the Twiggling girls. But I made some adjustments because this girl has larger boobs than any of my current Twiggling girls. So I kind of made some adjustments for that. But I really like how it turned out, how the colors came together. These are just some really quick little shorts that I made to go along, just so that she has something that kind of coordinates and matches. I made this in mind though as a possibility for my Nikuru girl, who is still lost. Apparently, I think maybe at this point we can say that she's lost. I'm still hoping that she'll turn up. When was it? Friday, I got a letter in the mail asking me if I had received this package, and it had the tracking number and it had the seller's name and address, and I marked that no. And I've been trying for weeks. I've been trying to call and talk to a human being at the post office, and it's always, the message is hour-long wait, an hour 20-minute wait. And I would wait as long as I could, but I'd always have to leave for something. And so Monday, I had a doctor's appointment, and then I had the rest of the day off. So I sat there on hold for an hour and 20 minutes and talked to the lady, and like pretty much immediately she was like, oh, well, the international department has to deal with this. And I just almost started crying. I'm like, don't you put me back on hold. I've been on hold for an hour and 20 minutes. And she said, no, I'm just going to put you right through. And so within a few seconds, I was talking to somebody into international, and she went through and started looking at things. And the Spanish postal service had sent the U.S. postal service, you know, they get a notation somehow that these packages are coming to you. And what she said is a whole package container. I think she either said container or compartment, which makes me think, you know, it's some sort of big shipment. She says 60 to 80 packages, something like that, that they were sending has never been received. Never been received. And the seller, who is in Spain, the Spanish Postal Service has been telling him that, oh, they have it, the U.S. Postal Service, they have the package, we don't have it anymore. So the U.S. Postal Service does not have it, and the Spanish Postal Service does not have it. So I don't know if it's, you know, I don't know how you can lose 60 to 80 packages. I mean, that's a lot of packages. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm holding out hope that this doll will show up. She is a twiggly knikaroo. She's got the short hip and the short legs. So she's on the same body style as Herla here, except she's got the biggest boobs. And she's so pretty and cute. I just love that combination of the short, stocky gymnast legs with the giant boobs. And twiggling boobs are just so gorgeous. They just are the most perfect boobs in the whole doll hobby, is my opinion. So I'm holding out hope that she will eventually show up. You know, that's $750 just floating out there somewhere. And so what I'm going to do is, you know, I have PayPal protection for, what is it, 6 months. And I definitely am not going to just put in a claim or something like that. If it's getting to the point where I need to make a claim or not, and the seller, somehow I think the seller wouldn't draw it out that long, that they would probably give me the money. But if for some reason, you know, somehow it works out that I end up giving them they end up giving me my money back, and that doll shows up here, I'm definitely going to pay them. So it's not like if it showed up here that I would not pay them, because that wouldn't be very fair. Either pay them or send them the doll. And can you believe that I would have it twiggling in my hands and not want to keep it? So yeah, I mean, I'm really bummed about it. If that doll is lost for good, that's just really crappy, really crappy. And I think I have had the most trouble with the Spanish post and the Russian post. The Russian post, it was a little over a month that I didn't have any tracking updates for my little porcelain kitten. And she eventually showed up, and at that point she had probably been the longest time that I had waited for a doll with no updates for that amount of time. So the seller mailed the doll on December 7th. Today is January 30th. So it's been, you know, it's been almost 2 months. So yeah, yep, it's been almost 2 months. I hope that she shows up. She is she's in the Vivid Skin, which every time I see it it looks slightly tan. And I had ordered, I have a twiggling gamine head on one of my layaway orders. I have that head in case, because I may decide to switch out the head and make it a gamine, and I kind of wanted the option because I do have a raw umber Nikuru. I really did like the look of the sculpt though, in this kind of light tan resin, which the vivid tan, the vivid resin looks like to me. So hopefully, fingers crossed, prayers sent, that doll will show up and be okay and not be damaged. So yeah, this corset's done. Maybe for Nikuru when she comes in. Oh, I've got my new ring light, and I bought this with a little bit of Christmas money that I had, and with the corsets that I had sold, the ones that Brittany bought and Susie. So this new ring light, this is the lowest setting, because, let's see, I'll turn it up briefly here if I got the right one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the same one that Sarah got. Boy, look at that. I mean, it definitely lights things up, but I couldn't. I'm so sensitive to light with, and I've been having migraine issues a lot the last month or so. So light like that can really bother me. But for taking photographs, I've been kind of using it just to kind of light things up when I'm working on sewing or something and need some extra light. It is fantastic. It's the same one that Sarah got that she's been showing in her video. And I've been wanting to get one for a long time, but I just didn't know, like, I had no idea what to look for, or I was just kind of overwhelmed by the options, and you know, I just didn't know what was good. And it was like, I was liking what I was seeing with hers, but and so I went with that because I because I knew somebody that had it and they liked it. So so I'm really happy with it. And maybe I'll turn around the camera just so we can take a look at it. It is really well made, and I'll try to put a link at the bottom too if I can remember, so that you can look at that. I don't know if it's still on sale. It was on sale when I got it. It was like 10% off or something, but it comes with this really nice tripod. Really nice tripod with different options for connection, and it can actually go, I'm surprised how high this thing can go up, so that's pretty cool. Let me stop this and turn it around and show you guys. So here it is. Here's the tripod, and you can see that's pretty amazing. It's really bright. Come along. Here. See the back of it, how big it is. And here's my hand here. It's just really giant. Yeah, it's pretty, I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty awesome, huh? Yeah, I love it. It's really cool. I'll show you some more of the corsets that I'm working on. Let's see. Yeah, so I work at multiple different veterinary hospitals. I am what they call a relief veterinarian, and I will fill in when different hospitals need help, like a doctor's on vacation, maternity leave, that sort of thing. And but I also have a lot of stable jobs that I work at part-time, maybe a few days a week, that type of thing. And I've definitely been wanting to move towards something a little more stable and reliable, that type of thing. And it's just really hard in this area, and you know, the economy, because frankly what the issue is that most places just can't afford me. I'm an experienced surgeon, and most of them can't afford to have me on staff full time. But I did get a job offer for a lot more days a week, more steady pay, and I've already given my notice to the one hospital that I probably have been most wanting to not have on my rotation anymore. But I haven't been able to drop it completely because it is just a really huge part of my overall reliable income. But yeah, there's a lot of issues with it, a lot of really bad management issues. And I've been cutting back more and more there, just because of how stressful it makes this job, which is not always the easiest job to begin with. But I did the professional thing, which most doctors, you know, the requirements are that they give a month to 3 months notice, and a lot of contracts will require 3 months. I was fortunate that I didn't have a contract that I required me to do that, but I went ahead and gave 7 weeks notice, and definitely regretting that decision because things have only gotten worse. So I'm kind of in this limbo of working someplace where things are not going very well, not being able to start the other job yet, and just having a lot of anxiety issues because of that. And it sure has been great for the sewing because that's one of those, sewing and hobbies and those sorts of things are what they are what I need to escape and get my mind off of things at work. It's just crucial for my survival. I don't think I would be near as sane as I am in this profession without something like this to kind of balance it out. I can put my energy and time into this and just really get away and have my mind be free of some of that stuff for a little while. And I really appreciate this hobby for that. But I would really like to leave that clinic earlier if I could financially do it. And so that means there may be the possibility of maybe some more corsets being sold. We'll see. But the one thing I did was monetize my videos. And unfortunately, that has become a really long process now. And I know a lot of you maybe have been hearing about the changes. A lot of the smaller channels that were monetized have been cut out of the YouTube partner program because they didn't meet with the minimum requirements of new minimum requirements that they have established for that. And I think it's like 4,000 view hours within the last year and over 1,000 followers. And so I went and looked, and I have over 11,000 hours of view time, and I have like, I don't know, 16, 18, I already forgot how many subscriptions I have, but enough to monetize. So I went ahead and did that, and you know, not gonna say no to some money. So yeah, I went and looked and did some research, and the amount of money, even with just how small my channel, I just thought it was too small to do anything. I really did. I thought that you had to have just 1 million followers to be able to make any sort of money. You know, I literally thought, oh, you know, I probably make 2 cents. You know, that's what I had in my mind. And the predictions were quite a lot higher than 2 cents. So I'm like, well, might as well try. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that if commercials start playing on my videos, that's why. And we'll see. At the end of the day, this is still my hobby, and I make these videos because it's my chance to blab about dolls, because there's not many people in my life that will sit and listen to me blab for 45 minutes straight about dolls. That's what you people are for. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who does subscribe and follow me, and who watches my videos, who makes comments, and I always read those. I am so appreciative of any and all feedback that I get. It's just yeah, this is a great community, and it's fun to be a part of, and that's why I'm here, because it is just fun. I enjoy this. So and I think if it wasn't fun, there's not enough money here to make me come back here and do this. It's fun, so that's why I'm here. Oh. But I have a few things to show you. I'm trying to, like, where should I go? Maybe I'll just go ahead and finish showing the corsets that I've been working on. The only other one that I have completely finished is, and I thought I had showed this in the last video that I made, but I guess I didn't. So I think I did. Didn't I show you guys this? So because Toby has his has his little tutu. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, because this is all sounding really familiar unless I erased that video or something. So Lola got her her little corset, and I just love it. I love the back and her little bumps that stick out. Yeah. So, and I did make it so that it can fit a smaller doll in this size range too, like a human sized doll. It will still work if I decided I wanted to use it for that. So, but lots of fun. I made, this is one that's still in progress. I made this little outfit for my moon, and I could have sworn that I made a video and talked about this with you guys. She's wearing a really crazy wig, and this was actually a wig it's a mohair wig, and my friend Miss Mantis made this for me ages ago, and gave me that, and it's definitely too big. It's meant for like a size 5'6" head, so it fits my my MSD Lily Cat girls, but I've got some sticky tack on top of there to keep it in place, and I just love it, the wild and craziness. I've been calling her Sheila. It was like I plopped this wig on her, and your name is Sheila. This was a corset that I was originally making for my doll Pama Ruby, and she has since stolen. It's just the machine sewing. Last night I did put this decorative ribbon. I did the sewing that on. And so I don't know, I'm really liking it this way, and maybe I'll put some lace on it, maybe I won't. I'm kind of liking it. Made her these cute little shorts. Again, these shorts are just really simple and quick and easy to make. And then she got something that she can wear and that fits her. My doll Pam, or Ruby, she has one, because I liked the color combination so much, with the Creamsicle corset that I made, that my that Uma is wearing. She's got the Dalshi body and a twiggling ingenue head. So here is my doll Pama Ruby, and this is Kian, and this is the corset that I made for her since Sheila stole hers. And So it's kind of the same. I think, yeah, the only difference is that I put blue up here and orange down here on the other corset, and which, because the lace ends up covering it, that you don't even see the top part on it. She also got a new wig. This is a Monique Gold wig, and it's one of my favorite it's called the Page, and it's one of my most favorite ones. It's just out of control with the curls. I need to tame it. I'll usually tie these down a little bit so that they come down. I have several of these in different sizes and in different colors, and like I said, it's one of my favorite Monique Gold wigs. And she's wearing a pair of these really easy, simple shorts that I make just to kind of have something quick to put on a doll and have so that she's not naked. And I can quickly make them to coordinate, so that's kind of nice. I just want to make something that's going to coordinate quickly with the corset, and it's in the same fabric, the same orange fabric. But yeah, isn't she freaking cute? I've also switched her antlers. She's been wearing the clear blue resin antlers for over a year. She's a Doll Pam Ruby, the Pure Ruby, and then the other one that was a release because she's a limited edition doll. The other one was the Isa Ruby, and the Isa Ruby, instead of having brown resin on these parts, had a light blue resin, and instead of having, you can't see it because of the blushing, but it was like, maybe you can see like the palms of her hand, that tan color. That's what color these antlers were. But a long time ago, I got a pair of Isa Ruby antlers secondhand, and so she was wearing those for the longest time, and they were like her spring antlers. And then these are her I consider these her autumn. And so there's that, and this one I'm still working on for, this is going to be Paetta's corset. I really like this inside. So I haven't gotten very far on it because I keep getting distracted and wanting to work on other projects. But I am trying this out for the first time. I've got a double row, and I don't know how much I like that. I mean, I've gone that far, I'm probably gonna complete it, but I think it would look better with, this is 3mm ribbon. I think if I had 2mm ribbon, that with more spaces in between, I think that would look nicer. Yeah. Okay, what else on my list? Oops, sorry, hitting the camera. Oh, how could I forget this? One moment. Okay, I got two things in this week, and the first I'm going to show you is I got this kimono in from KiwiNinamori. I think that's how you say it. She is on she's on Instagram and on YouTube, and I'll try to remember to leave some links to her below. But she made this really gorgeous doll kimono. You know, it's really long, months ago, and I just always really loved it. It's got these parts go over the top of it. I just love how these fabrics go together. And then this was this ribbon was the belt, and I just freaking love that so much. And so the other thing that was in there though was a gob of this fabric, because every time I would be like, oh my god, I love the fabric so much. I probably commented 20 times like how much I love that fabric. So she sent me, I mean, there's gotta be a whole yard here. Almost a whole yard at least. So she got this, she sent this, and then this is kind of a coordinating fabric, which is really pretty too. It's got, I really like that orange, and it's with this purple. But this fabric especially, I mean, every single color in this piece of fabric is a color that I like. It's like, it's amazing. I love every single color. And what she wrote is that she sent me this because I know how much you like to make matching sets, which KiwiNinamori. That's how you say it. Ninamori. Yep. And as soon as I pulled this out, and I hadn't even read that yet, I was like, ooh, I'm going to make a mini skirt. I don't know if they call them that. There is a name for a for a kimono that's shorter, and yeah, it went out of my brain. I know there's a name for it, but there is a picture of a smart doll wearing this short kimono top with a pair of jean shorts, and you actually can buy the you can actually buy the kimono tops for Danny Chu's amazing crazy high prices. And even if I was willing to pay the price, I doubt that it's going to fit the dolls that I want them to fit. So I want to make one of those short kimonos like that for one of my feeple bodies. And because I made a really pair of cute jean shorts, and I also have a pair of Code Noir jean shorts that would look really awesome with a little short kimono. So as soon as I pulled this fabric out, I was like, yes. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. You made my day. You really made my day. Okay, so let me set this aside, this beautiful fabric. Oh, and this was the postcard she sent me. Isn't that beautiful? Glare on it. Pretty. Okay, so this is the other thing that has come in. Just the head, not the body. This is Danu's body. You might recognize it. But the head is a Harpy head. It's a Harpy sculpt made by MissMonster. Her website is MissMonster.com. And several years ago, she released a few of these, and they're hand casted by herself, and they're very rough. And so she didn't sell them for a horrific amount of money. I can't remember how much they were now. But definitely, you know, not like these $250 artist heads that you see. Though I can understand, you know, if you're especially when if you don't already have that casting stuff, like that's pretty expensive, and then you have to hire a caster. So I understand that. But anyway, she just made a few of them. And this was several years back, and I saw it and I loved it. And I needed something for my friend Miss Mantis for her birthday. And we always do doll related stuff for each other. each year. That's a whole nother story. But she, I sent this to her. Her birthday's in December. This last one, I sent her that Sphinx doll, that artist, Sphinx BJD. And then the year before that, I sent her the Miracle Doll Jing head. So I think this was the year before that. So, 3 years ago. And it's, yeah, I sent her this, and I think the other thing I sent was a, have you seen those practice heads that you can sculpt on? I sent her one of those because I thought that was cool as hell. But I looked at this and I was like, I want this, so this would be a really good gift for my friend, because if I like it, I know she will like it. Which was pretty much the mentality. And I really wanted to get two, because immediately I had this idea that this was an alternate form for Danu. And immediately that, that I wanted to do that with it. And this is the body that the artist, even like the head was like sculpted to fit this body, because it was what she had. And I remember sometime later she sold this body, and I tried to get it, but it sold already. I sent her that one, and there were no more. It was just these 10 or so, limited number of artist cast. Well, I guess that she came, from what I saw, it looked like she did it again, and I totally missed that. But I got this off the secondhand market, and I'm just so happy that I found it. It's freaking amazing. It's really going to be hard to see the details of, because it's white, and it's this translucent resin, so it's definitely going to need some blushing and some work to get it to match, but I don't think that would be too hard. And I might actually end up painting this myself if I can. It needs some work. It's very rough. It's like straight out of the casting, though, and I'm not sure if the previous owner put these magnets in, or if MissMonster did, because I know that the one that I sent my friend Miss Mantis, it's made by MissMonster, and I sent it to my friend Miss Mantis, BJD. I know that the one that I sent Miss didn't have magnets in it. So, it's like I said, I don't know if this was a batch that she did add magnets, or if the previous owner did. I don't know if you're going to be able to see just some of the roughness here. Like, I'm afraid to, there's just so much like fine, amazing detail in the sculpt, and I don't want to lose that by sanding too much, but there's definitely some rough spots. The eye wells are terrible. They just do not fit any eye properly. And I tried to stick these in here, and they shift around because they don't have anything to grip onto. But they look freaking amazing. These are some black sclera Enzo eyes that I got. Enzo eyes, she has an Etsy shop, and her Instagram, she just changed the name to something new, and I can't remember what it was, but yeah, she made these eyes, and I'm freaking in love. So yeah, this is remember how I think I just recently made a video, it was that tag, it was the Dolly Beverages tag, where I was talking about what character of mine probably has the most layers, and that's definitely Danu. She's a very complex character, and this is one of her alternate forms. But I'm so excited and happy that I got the sculpt. And I'm trying to, you know, be satisfied of sharing the bodies and going back and forth with the bodies. I'm gonna have to be happy about it for now because I can't afford to get another of these Dal Chateau Christina bodies. Though it's not like I would mind having a third one because it's a Dal Chateau Christina. I mean, I know I have 2 of them already, and that she's common, I guess, but I've always considered her a grail. She was one of the first dolls that I wanted in the hobby, and if she would have been my first doll, if I would have understood the secondhand market and things better at that point. But yep, oh, I'm so happy, so happy. So I do hope I want to make a video talking with you guys more about the character stuff, because there's a lot of things that I realize that I haven't shared or developed as much, you know, telling you guys about. So yeah, super, isn't she amazing? Oh, dolly nudity warning. Yeah, and I need to make a corset pattern that fits this body, so that I can make a few of them too. So happy. Okay guys, I will go ahead and call it quits here, and you know what? I did make a video, but I never posted it. I remember now, I never posted it, and it was because my internet was out. I got the video all ready, and I used up all of my data on my cell phone getting that video up. And so yeah, I did make a video. I was like, God, I just feel like I said all this stuff before. I showed the corset and little shorts that I had made for Chibi Moon, and I had showed this corset. Yep, and I made it. It was ready to go. It just needed to be uploaded, but I didn't have internet because the internet was out for several days and repairman had to come out and fix it. Yeah, okay. I'm not crazy. Well, I might be crazy, but not in that incident. Okay. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.